Thanks for staying with us now. Calligraphy is art in a written form. Today, it is used in many designs, concepts for advertising and promoting, and it is easy to do because of the advanced technology that we have today. However, calligraphy also has had a vast history that has impacted many cultures all over the world. World Calligraphy Day commemorates the history and the hopes that people can take on calligraphy as a passion in their lives. To celebrate today, buy some supplies at your local art supply store and see how well you do. You can research into the different styles of the art and find the one that interests you the most, so you can try that one out and share this on your social media handle with the hashtag World Calligraphy Day, and also let everyone know that today is the day for this lovely celebration of art. I don't know, but I see my children doing the cursives, the whatever. I do not have the patience to do this, but I think people that actually do this art of calligraphy, they are actually, they have very highly creative minds, because, you know, and you have to be extremely patient. You're not, you can't do it in a rush, because there's a particular way you go with the handwriting. It's really beautiful when you see them writing it.
I think there are people who, remember when we were talking about talent and you were saying, what's your talent? I think there are people who are talented in these things, especially this calligraphy, and you probably see it in the way they write as well. There are people that will write and you're wondering, where did they print this thing from? I think they can really develop that skill if they want to, but it's also a skill that is sort of going off with the advent of digital and all that. But it's beautiful, but I think, especially for poetry and creating cards. So
this is where I'm going. Like, I think it's still very relevant, because it will get to the point where you would actually crave to see a handwritten note from your loved one. That's
for us, you will crave now. This Gen Z, they will crave to see which. No, but it's not what you know that exists that you crave.
You know, it's a circle. It will come back around. I'm telling you. Well, so do not, if you have it, don't feel like it's, you know. I mean, you can write it. So now even
I think they can now do digitally, actually, instead of just doing it with your hands.
So you can actually print it and hang it on the wall. Then you also, the people that do the, what they call them, is it a motif or something? The one they do on the walls as well. So those arts, I mean, I have one guy, his wall is white, but you see the beautiful write-ups, and it has messages. So, I mean, I think it's a fantastic, if you have that gift, you know.
Have it and have it with something else, Abi.
No, but I'm saying that you can build a brand on it. Yes, you are the one that will make it attractive
but it's not going to be just that. Well, it's possible, I guess.
Because I know this guy's someone wall, who does else cakes, you will fall in love with calligraphy.
And the way she writes the messages on the cake is really it's in a creative way. And I think she uses all these measurements. So the good thing is that she studied engineering in school. And then everything about engineering that she knows, she's pouring it into cake designs. Her designs are amazing. So when she's writing, there are measurements to where the cups will start from, or where it ends. I'm like, wow. But it's just amazing.
That's precision. Precision. I don't know if we have OT yet, but I think we'll just move on. So what did you find for us in the news today?
Okay, in the news, keeping up with Baba Ijesha case. Okay. I mean, we all know about the case right now because we've talked about it on this show over and over again. But the interesting part for me is that he's back to movie location, according to what he said in an interview he granted to a particular platform, right? I mean, he's facing alleged rape and child molestation scandal. He's facing a 6-count charge of sexual assault by penetration, indecent treatment of a child, and sexual assault. And also, the case was today adjourned until September 27 because the judges have gone on retreat to precede their long vacation, which starts next week. It was interesting for me to touch on this story, of course, to keep us up to date, and also just opposite. I'm borrowing Isi's grammar now against what we talked about yesterday, the governor of New York that is resigning. It's just to show you how much of an opposite world we live in when it comes to what we do here and what happens over there. I mean, this is he was not even, what he's been accused of cannot be compared to what we have with this man in question in terms of video evidence, and even what the women have come out to say happened. Like you said, it's just improper approach and touch and all that.
It's not like you have actually done the act.
And he
is being alleged to have done the act.
We saw a video that could be translated to saying, you probably did this, right? But he's back to work. So it just, I mean, I just want us to think about it. What do we really want for ourselves as a people?
That's interesting. Talking about what we want for ourselves as a people, I think everybody wants this to happen. So federal government, it says, is to lift the Twitter ban in a matter of days. That's according to our honorable minister, Lai Mohammed. That is after they said they did not ban it, but he says that they would lift the ban in a matter of days. So when I was reading through the story, according to the minister, he said they had reached an agreement with Twitter in most areas of misunderstanding that they had. And if you recall, this Twitter ban was done on the 5th of June. Officially, the restrictions for telcos and all of that to stop the access, you know, was done officially. So the conditions, you know, that they gave Twitter, according to the Honorable Minister, is that most of the conditions have been met. The only pending areas are Twitter setting up an office and also having staff of management cadre that will be in the country and serve as representatives. So in case there are any issues that needs to be discussed, then but according to the report, they said Twitter replied and said the earliest that they can do or establish an office in Nigeria would be in 2022. You know, so when Twitter opened, so when I saw this thing about them setting up an office in Nigeria, I was laughing. I said, but I thought you people said you people were not phased when they opened the office in
So I don't think it's going to
Ghana.
be an office. It's just going to be like maybe a representative for Twitter, so that somebody like our uncle can go to the person, be a man or a woman, to say, I saw this tweet, so I don't like it too. And then they will explain to him to say, this is how it works, this is how it's not working. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work for that person. I'm not even going to envy whoever that person is going to be, because the person will always be at loggerhead with. Especially when we know that 2023 is coming. My dear.
So it's going to be a lot of
I don't think it's going to be a big deal for them, for Twitter to do that. They just need to go back to the drawing board and just look at the laws and how it really works for them. But of course, they are not bringing the headquarters from Ghana to Nigeria. They will just open a liaison office. It's not going to be any big deal. So, I mean, when Nigerians, when they were talking about, oh, that they went to Ghana, it was a big deal, you know, and it's a big shame that we call ourselves the giants of Africa and we're not able to command that kind of attention, you know, from international companies. You know, they keep going to Ghana. That you always say you are supposed to be, in quote, the big brother or more superior to Ghana. But look at what is happening. I mean, I've not recovered from Dubai telling Ghanaians that we are good big brothers. We allow our younger brothers to grow. Yeah.
All right.
So that's what we do. We're just nice people.
All right. So we're not talking Nigerian brand. Please, we're talking about personal brands.
Our own brand. Nigerian brand has been consistent. Very consistent in the journey. Yeah.
It's been very consistent. So we'll take a break now. When we return from the break, we're going to be discussing brand consistency. Stay with us. We'll be right back.